shrunk at that moment. My head span and my teeth ached as I ground them together. The world became a dull roar. All that existed was Morozov's plane perfectly framed in my sights. I felt a brief moment of satisfaction as he fell from the sky. Smoke curled from his plane, flames licking hungrily around its engine. I spitefully hoped that he was still alive to feel the terror of that moment. I like to think that I wasn't myself. To kill in war is not murder, but Morozov had made me a murderer. All those innocents in the factory I bombed, it was unforgivable. And my vengeance against Morozov didn't wash clean my sins. It was yet more blood on my hands. I had learned that money cannot pay for everything.
Deal with you and the girl. You're not related, are you?
Oh no, I flew with her father in the Great War. We got close after Cape Heliz. I was never fond of killing people, but somehow protecting people was even harder. With every mistake I made, it felt as though I was executing some brave Anzac soldier who was relying on his air cover as much as his own squad. It was vital we lose no more than 2/5 of the Anzac forces. That was the instruction from the brass. So those of us in the sky shot each other down until the operation was deemed a success or a failure. I didn't see much of Guillaume de Beck this time out. Not until after the battle, when he caught up with me in the hospital.
Hospital? You were down?
That's right. Cape Heliz is where I joined the Survivors Club. I think that's why Guillaume approached me as much as anything. All his friends were dead. He was all alone.
A ver. ¿Cuántos quedan? ¿Quedan 2 o 1? Queda uno ya.
They just kept coming that day. I still dream about it sometimes.
¿Cuántos van a venir? Más.
We had no idea how the ground forces were doing, of course. All we could see was smoke and fire. If we'd lost a fifth of the Anzacs, well, how are we to know?
Joder, no recalentado.
As I said, Guillaume caught up with me in the hospital, sneaked in a cigar and a hip glass of whiskey that we shared, and he gave me a crumpled picture of a baby girl with a scrawled address upon the back. Hedging his bets is what Guillaume said. We barely knew each other, but we were closer than most, all of our friends being dead. He wanted to know that if he bought it, there'd be someone to look after his little girl. She didn't have a mother, not anymore. He gave out more than one of those pictures, I'm sure. I don't think he imagined he'd live for long. He fell out of the sky too often. And of all the people he gave a picture to, well, I was the one that found her first. And that's when I quit drinking. I began to try to bring her up, with her old man in mind. There's a lot of him in her, you know.
Bueno, ha llegado el final de este vídeo, espero que os haya gustado, darle like y no os olvidéis de hacer clic en el link de la descripción para votar qué juego será el siguiente en grabar. Hasta la próxima.